The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
We don't need no stinking budget. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh, yeah! Come on to play!
And Leon's getting larger.
Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Hey guys, welcome to Big Bang Cinema on the, oh my goodness, it's the season finale! Oh my gosh! Almost forgot! Season finale of Big Bang Cinema, guys. I'm Isaac Anderson.
Tell me we're over?
No, the season finale. This is the last show of the year, actually.
Do you know in England they say series finale instead of season finale?
Well, too bad. We're Americans. I'm Isaac Anderson, by the way.
I am Tyler.
All right, so for our season finale, we decided to do something very special. Tonight, actually, Star Wars The Last Jedi, the 8th episode of the Star Wars franchise, is coming out, and we don't know what's going to happen in it. We're all really excited to see it.
I know every bit of it. I know what's going to happen. I've seen every rumor. I've had my own machinations of my brain. It's just rolling them out. I use that word right, too. The inner machinations of my mind.
Well, that's going to bring us to this, where we're going to make our own predictions. Now, the show's going to be split into two parts. It's going to be the first part is going to be what we realistically think is going to happen in the movie, what we legit think is going to be the plot points and conclusion of this film, and then the second part of the show, the last 15 minutes, is going to be us guessing the weirdest fan theories and like the craziest things we can possibly put in there, the most compelling things that we think they're never going to do, but be awesome if they did.
I just had the like really Durmium style like theories at you. I don't want to hear nothing crazy, nothing ridiculous.
Well, that's the whole point of it. We got to do something crazy.
Durmium theories.
Well, anyway, and here's the rules. Everybody's gonna have what's Durmium mean, by the way?
It means something that is true without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, we know that's not gonna be right. So, here's the rules. Everybody's gonna have 2 minutes to say their piece, and we're all gonna go around. We got Mr. Hunter Baker over here, Mr. Christopher Darkins, and also we had a special guest, an Andrew Smaller, executive producer, in here in the control room. How you doing, man?
He's waving.
All right, cool. So everybody's going to have 2 minutes to do what they do. Nobody's allowed to interrupt. Nobody's allowed to say anything while the other person's talking, okay?
Oh, Isaac, are you sure you can do this, man?
I'm sure.
Can you do this?
Can you do this is the question.
I'm not saying.
Okay, so without any further ado, is everybody ready?
I guess.
All right, let's get to it. We're going to run out of time. So I'm going to go first. You ready? We're going to put the clock up there. And 3. This is what we realistically think, okay? 3, 2, 1, good. All right, so I'm going to go mostly for the beats here. I think that Kylo is probably going to still have the dark side of him a little bit. I don't think he burned down that Jedi temple. I think it's probably going to revolve mostly around Rey talking with Luke. I think we're going to see some flashbacks of Rey training with Luke when she was very young. But, Kylo was there also. He had some dark side in him, something generic like that. Probably some of his grandfather in there eventually rebelled against him, started the Knights of Ren, and basically burnt the whole Jedi Temple down. Rey discovers this, and that's the scene you see when she goes into the little place with the paper. She discovers a weird truth, and we'll come back to that later. So, also, I believe there is going to be a plot line revolving around Finn, Poe, and this the new girl, the Asian girl. I can't think of what her name is. I believe they're going to go on a mission from Princess Leia, or General Leia, to a casino planet where they're going to meet Laura Dern's character, General Pinkhair or whatever, and they're also going to meet Benicio del Toro's character. I don't think Finn wants to be... Well, I think Finn's not going to want to be part of the Resistance anymore. I think he wants to go to the Outer Rim. Eventually, they're going to find out the casino planet is a trap. They're going to get betrayed. It's all a trap. As they say, Rey's going to sense this. She's going to go toward it. Luke's going to tell her not to. Luke follows her. They have a cool lightsaber battle with the Knights of Ren. And then Luke gets stabbed in the stomach and dies. And then Rey freaks out, grabs Kylo Ren's lightsaber, slashes everyone to bits, and eventually she starts to become a little bit more to the dark side, but she retreats. Everything's fine. At the very end, there's going to be a battle on that white planet we see in the trailer. Finn's going to get away, thinking it's like, finally, I get away. But he turns around to rescue his friends, gets a fight with Captain Phasma, and gets captured. Ooh, that's going to be it for me. But yeah, those are my realistic predictions of what I think is going to happen. So, 7 seconds to 7 seconds more.
Mine.
Okay. Reset. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
Ditto whatever he said. But I think that there's going to be a relationship between Snoke and Kylo Ren. I think it's like kind of a romantic relationship. I thought it's going to blossom there a little bit. See, I also think that all this entire movie is going to be inside of Jake Lloyd's head. Like he went to casting to get the part for Anakin Skywalker, hit his head on the table, and all this has been inside of his head. Think about how mind-blowing that ending would be. Think about it. Everybody in the theater like, what? And I'll be like, I told everybody. I knew it. Everybody's going to say the one guy in the entire world that saw this coming, it was me. And I got like rubbing everybody's faces. And then I also think that there's going to be a part where it turns out that that Finn is the reincarnation of Samuel L. Jackson, the Mace Windu. And he's got the Force too. Like he reincarnated himself inside of like Finn Calrissian, that is. That's crazy right there. Oh, here's something else another theory I got about it too. Check out this theory. Okay, ready? The entire New Order is funded by George Soros.
I'm sorry, who?
That not George, the other guy, the guy who runs Casino Planet. Not Laura Dern, but the other guy, Benicio del Toro. Yeah. And I got 30 more seconds to make some stuff up. I also believe that that we're gonna have a crossover eventually with the X-Men because now they've brought into the franchise. I'm gonna see kind of cosmic X-Men with Disney, Star Wars fighting together. 24 seconds, 23. And I want to see here's another guess I got a guess. What if all this has nothing to do with the other Star Wars movies? And it's going to be not like mentioning, but it's going to be like a remake of the Empire Strikes Back. And I think Rey's going to get a foot cut off at the end, get a robotic foot at the end. And time, 2 minutes straight, y'all, 2 minutes straight.
Okay. What is this? Is your realistic prediction?
Yes, but I have.
What are you going to do for the outlandish one?
Yeah. Oh, dude, you won't believe that outlandish one.
I have
Crazy.
To tell you, I love the fact that there's a possible crossover between X-Men and Star Wars.
Yeah.
I got to say, that's really interesting. I'm going to give you credits on that.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen.
Oh, it's going to happen, dude.
Okay.
They sealed the deal today with a kiss, man.
Oh man, we'll see when I see the movie. But Hunter, you ready to go?
No, let's tear it up.
All right, so 2 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1, start.
I don't know much about this movie, but I think they'll probably do some kind of, they're the opposites of each other, Kylo and Rey. They're really the last of each of their breeds. So there's going to be the Force has always had this way of balancing itself out in the universe. So there's going to be some kind of parity between them, almost like Harry and Voldemort, in a way. They're connected but opposites. I think there's going to be some kind of story that moves the military force stuff that we've seen, like the Imperial forces and whatever resistance there is going to be somewhat involved. I think they're going to touch on her lineage, but since this is the second of 3, they're not really going to go in depth on that yet. They're going to still leave you questioning more. I think Luke's going to play some role. I don't know exactly what. But there's clear importance. They left it on the cliffhanger of them arriving there. So there's a reason they didn't expand on that in any way. So that there might be something going on with that. As far as the other characters they introduced, what was his name? The guy who left the Imperial forces in the first movie. Finn. I think that they're gonna do something with him becoming more and more involved in the resistance. Now that he's because he was trying to go the whole pacifist route, but then the way the last movie ended, he was directly involved in something. So I think there's just a change in motive for him that's gonna kind of grow throughout this film. And beyond that, there's not really much that I can even say about it. Like, I mean, I haven't really gone into it too
Okay,
much.
you got 20 seconds to spare, man.
20
That's pretty
seconds
good.
to spare?
All right.
Ah!
Well, I know this guy right over here eating the Sour Patch Kids and drinking the Sunkiss has some opinions on this. The Darkins himself, Mr. Chris Darkins. Chris, eat your Sour Patch Kid and tell us what you got, okay?
Let me hear your Dermian
Let's
theories.
keep staring. Everybody at home, let's stare at him as he does this.
Please speak chromium.
Chromium. Very chromium.
110 seconds left, so I thought I could eat another one. Then you like cut him short, and I was like,
Probably keep it short.
You
and to the
all
point.
good right now, Chris?
yeah,
Short,
sure.
sweet, and to
Okay,
the
feeling
Collective
Dermium
Soul
right now?
was waiting for you. Okay, so if you're all ready, we're going to start the timer and on my countdown. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so what I think is going to happen is we've seen sort of shots of Rey training with Luke, and then Luke it almost seems like Luke doesn't want to get to a point where he doesn't want to train Rey anymore for whatever reason, and then this is all from the trailers. We've seen that scene where like Kylo Ren is kind of reaching out his hand, and Rey reaches out to sort of take his hand. It seems like, but we don't see how that all concludes. So what I think is that Rey might end up like sort of torn between the light and dark side, and in some sort of like gray area in the middle, like not leaning towards either side, and maybe relying more on her physical prowess rather than prowess with the Force, unlike prior Jedis. And that's all I have for Rey. And then I think, like you said, Finn's gonna get captured, but I think it's gonna be like a sort of opportunistic thing for the other side. I think Finn's gonna get in another situation where he's fighting a prior comrade, and the prior comrade is going to defeat him, and instead of just killing him, he's going to like capture him, just to like sort of get his friend back, I guess. And we're gonna see some flashbacks of like how Finn ended up becoming a stormtrooper and that sort of thing. And Finn remembering that type of thing is going to like give him a drive to fight, to help the rebel resistance. That's all I got.
Okay, you got 15 seconds to spare, man. Good job.
Talk about Sour Patch Kids right now, please. Why do you like Sour Patch Kids? Oh, man, never mind. It's already over.
They're
Yeah.
good.
I love him. He's got another pack of them. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're all good. Okay, so Andrew Small, executive producer here at Big Bang Radio. I know he's got some thoughts on this. He's a host of Ginger Rush Cafe every single Friday from, I believe, 7:30 to 9. So, Andrew, you ready to tell everybody about your predictions?
Yeah, I'm going to turn down my monitor here so everybody can hear me. Can you guys hear me in there?
I sure can.
Smile at the camera, Drew.
Because I can't hear you. Here's
Okay.
my quickly predictions, and let me start the timer. Here we go. All right, what's going to happen? Leia is not going to die. Luke is going to die. Yoda's going to show up and blast Luke for being a bum, and tell him that Rey is twice the man that he is. Poe will have a limited screen time. Finn will have to rescue Rey and company from the casino planet and become the Lando Calrissian of this movie, and probably lamely falling in love with someone from the casino planet. I think Rey is going to be tempted by the dark side and act upon it, but Yoda's going to talk her down from it from the Force Ghost perspective. Kylo is going to be pushed over the edge and end up killing Snoke, effectively becoming him as the next Sith Lord. But only after a massive battle between Snoke, Kylo Ren, and Rey and Luke. And Kylo's going to kill Luke and Snoke and escape. And this time, Leia is somehow going to use the Force. We've never seen her use the Force. She's going to use the Force this time. And because her life is going to depend on it, and because it's about time. Boom. Done.
Oh my goodness, you still got a minute to spare. So wait, hold on. I had to process this. So Kylo is going to kill Snoke and take over that power. Is Rey going to kill Kylo too? Like I missed that. That part. Well,
No. Kylo is going to kill Snoke and Luke.
Oh wow! So he's going to
And
be like the
escape.
huge bad.
And escape. And he's going to become the next Sith Lord.
The uber douchebag.
No.
Yeah. So after Luke gets killed, Rey's going to go on a rampage, and Yoda's going to have to talk her down from it and say there is time for this, time for that. I think I'm really more.
That's probably what happens. Actually.
I think I'm really excited about Leia actually using the Force.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to kill her off either. I think they're going to keep her on. But
Well, they don't have much choice. They got to kill her off.
no, they said her storyline didn't change from this movie actually. So I'm very excited to see what they happen. Anybody got any opinions? Anybody else's
I do.
thoughts?
I've got an opinion on Drew's. I don't think Kylo kills Luke. I think much like a lot of the older Jedis of the past, I think that after like teaching her, he's just gonna kind of morph into one of those like Force ghosts.
That's
Like I don't think that he's actually going to be killed by anyone. He's just going to like pass into an energy form, less than.
So you think Luke is actually going to become just
just like them, like all the other ones.
but not be killed?
Not necessarily. No, not be killed by
he's
anyone.
gonna fade away.
You think Luke is going to pull a Yoda?
Yeah,
Essentially.
pretty much. I think,
Oh, and
I think
Obi-Wan.
Luke's gonna
Hey,
be
that does make a lot of sense
Yeah.
because this does sound like a rip-off of like Empire Strikes Back and
Like I don't think
Yeah.
we're gonna go like totally in that direction, but I do think that there is gonna be a temptation of Rey.
Oh, yeah,
And I
definitely,
think that's gonna be like a
definitely.
key point because everybody was talking about how impressive it was, how quick her powers developed. So I think there's gonna
Yeah.
be this thing of like, oh my goodness, like this, like
Yeah.
the Force is incredibly, yeah. So
And we're going to talk more about that right when we come back. So we're going to go to a really fast break. When we come back, crazy fan predictions and like whatever else we got in our heads.
wait for my crazy fan predictions.
I can't wait to hear the crazy one that you have. All right, guys, stay with us.
Do you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
All right, we're back. That was quick. That was fast. That was fun, guys. All right, so if you don't know what we've been doing Star Wars predictions for The Last Jedi. This time we did our realistic predictions. Now we're going to do our outlandish theories that we possibly have on this. I have mine written down over here.
That's very little you written down too.
Because I know I have it all in my head. I've had this one since March, actually. I've had this theory since March. So is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, we got 2 minutes up
ready.
there. Time starts in 3, 2, 1. All right, so there's one main theory that I wanted to have in this, is that most everyone thinks that Kylo is the student that like made the whole Jedi Temple burn down and like ruined the Jedi Order for Luke. He's the student that turns against him. I sort of agree with that, but I think it would be awesome if they went this way. I believe Rey was a student of Luke's back when Luke had the Jedi Temple. And I think that Rey was just a little girl that couldn't control her powers, is extremely strong in the Force, had freak out moments, kind of like made things fly, like broke buildings in half, on accident. So Luke had to spend a lot of time with her. Kylo was a good-hearted boy. He didn't have a whole lot of the dark side in him. He had a good family life at this point, and Luke just didn't pay him any attention. He had to spend all of his time on Rey. And at this time, his family life starts falling apart, Kylo's. And Kylo starts to slowly get a little bit more dark sides. He needs guidance in his life, but he can't get it. Luke spends all of his time with Rey. So eventually, Rey starts to grow up just a little bit. She starts to hone her powers a little more, still has the freakouts. Kylo has a group of friends that will eventually become the Knights of Ren. So they're demanding attention. So Luke probably says something to him. It's like, I don't need you and your, it's probably not the stupid, but like, I said something demeaning to Kylo to make him kind of upset and kind of turn him against him. And then Kylo kind of realizes that Rey is dangerous when one day she freaks out and kind of destroys something around her that like actually affects the whole temple. So Kylo's going to be like, well, we have no choice, but we have to get rid of Rey. So they try to like basically assassinate Rey, but then Rey has a freak out and like basically causes a fire that burns down the whole Jedi Temple. Luke, in a fit of like just cowardice, he can't help it. He tries to take Rey away from Kylo and hide her on a distant planet of Jakku, and wipes her memory and goes away. And that's why Luke is in exile, and he feels very bad for it. And eventually, I think Rey is going to turn to the dark side, like the images we've seen of her with Kylo's lightsaber in the trailer. And I think eventually she will take Kylo's place, and Ben Solo will be the new hero of the franchise.
That actually sounds more plausible than your first theory.
For real.
Yeah.
How cool would that be, though?
I like how Rey is like really reminiscent of Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of Jean Grey-ish, I know.
I was about to say
It's
this is Dark
extreme.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Hey, but it would be cool, though. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be cool.
I think
It would be
it would be compelling. It's something different, something we wouldn't expect.
It would be
This also ties
nifty.
back into Looper that Ryan Johnson directed.
Nifty.
What?
Nifty.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, Tyler, let's hear your outlandish one.
Okay, like so. Luke,
Okay, you ready?
Luke,
3, 2, 1, go.
Luke trains Rey, and then he's like, "Rey, you're ready," and they go fight. And at the very end, she gets like hit in the back of the neck by like the lightsaber, and she's crippled. So Luke like finds her, and he's taking care of her, and she's like crippled, and she wants to die. And he's like changed. She has to, like wear diapers and crap. So he's like wearing the diaper, and then her mom comes to visit, and then she was like just like because she's like I got money. She's like I don't want money. Like I can't keep my welfare. You got all this money because I can't afford this on my house. So what happens is it's like eventually Luke kills her like mercifully. And that's part of the theory. But here's the other part. Like Kylo finds out about this. Kylo just freaks out and he becomes like a serial killer. So he's like down the universe, just killing just anybody he can get his hands on. And then you got a space detective, and his name he's just space. I don't know. It is Benicio del Toro, a space detective, and he's looking for Kylo Ren. And he's like loose cannon cop on the edge, and he's got like a partner with him who's like too old for the job. So they got to like hunt him down, and they're just like shooting, bam, bombs explode and stuff, and eventually the police force arrests all the knights of Ren, and then they got an angry police captain played by Ice Cube. Check it out. And he was just like, and he's all mad and angry because he's just a black angry police captain. He just fits the part. He's space captain. They call him space captain. And they arrest him, throw him in jail. And there's like space jail. Well, but here's the kicker. At the very end of it, they're sitting in space jail and look over. It's Rocket Raccoon. And it turns out they were in the whole prison like from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movies, a crossover. Oh, boom! And Kylo's like arrested. He's like, he goes to prison. It turns out like everybody in prison's got like cis too. And he's like they beat the mess out of him. And he's just horrible prison life. He doesn't flourish in a prison setting. Just terrible. Like he was just a stuck up child, and he starts hanging with some real gangsters.
Well, that sounded interesting.
Yeah.
Does Kylo have like a Nazi swastika on him and then go to prison, then reform his ways and try to fix his little brother's ways?
Yeah, but his little brother is like wants to grow up and be one. Yeah. And then he's like you don't be a Sith. And eventually at the end, some
kid he made fun of shoots him.
Oh no! What happened was is a Sith comes around. No, a Jedi comes around and like just kills him in the bathroom.
Oh man.
Yeah,
that sounds like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, like
mine didn't.
I got a question. How many movies was that?
It's probably like 3 or 4. Count them in the comments if you listen to all that thoroughly. That's pretty good. Got to give it to you.
Yeah, it's really good. I got
glad for yourself.
I got Lethal Weapon in there. American History X. I got Guardians of the Galaxy in there. I got A Million Dollar Baby.
Yes, you did. Million Dollar Baby was a big one.
Yeah.
So Hunter, tell us what your extreme fan theories are. You ready?
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
I think that they're finally going to reveal who the true heroes of the Star Wars franchise is in this movie. And that is C-3PO and R2-D2. They're the only characters that have been in every single movie of Star Wars, from the very beginning to the very end, and I think that they were built for the specific purpose of making sure the story happens as it is supposed to. So they have programmed in their code algorithms to let them see exactly what's going to happen, and this is where things get a little crazy. See, Chewbacca's species actually reproduces by experiencing radiation blasts and traveling through deep space, which causes them to shed, and all that shed becomes sentient, and in that energy, that process of becoming sentient, they release psychic energy into the air that is absorbed by special minds, which give the Jedis their powers. Now, an intergalactic dog capturing squadron is in collusion with the Imperial generals of the forces who fear the Jedi are way too powerful and that all the men and money and resources they're investing following these people is ill-suited and that they should have the power, that no man wielding magic should ever be the one to rule them. And so what their job is to catch the dog hunter and release the baby Chewbacca, thus continuing the cycle of creating Force energy. Because, of course, with it being the third trilogy, we have to retcon where the Force comes from again. Cool. That would be pretty much what I think is going to happen.
Oh.
That sounds good. You got 44 minutes to spare, or 44 seconds. Sorry.
I really like that.
Seconds.
Too.
Sorry.
I really liked it.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Chris, are you trying to pour Sour Patch Kids into your Sunkist right now?
No,
what are you doing?
I think it's Sour Patch Dust he's trying to put in there.
Oh, either way,
It's the sour powder.
I really do think
You're like-
Star
you're
Wars
taking
is a
influence
story
from
of
Tyler.
C-3PO
Crossover.
and R2-D2.
I'll say R2-D2 they're only there to continue the
They're
plot.
the only characters who are in every movie.
And
they
they're
never
like,
bring attention to it.
And they're like manipulating events so it
And
happens.
they are always in the most important place in the most important time in every single movie.
Because the plot needs them to. All right, so Chris.
Oh.
We're almost out of time. We got about 5 more minutes. So why don't we go ahead and go to you? You all ready? All right, so 3, 2, 1. Tell us, boy.
My theory is as crazy as any of y'all's. I mean, my theory I just came up with not that long ago. Poe actually becomes a Jedi. Poe is secretly a long-lost descendant of one of the Jedis. And so how it would happen is, well, they'd have a bit of like character development for Poe, you know, whatever his backstory might be, and then we find out that Rey is a troublesome student for Luke, and Luke just kind of gives up and goes off to find someone else to train, to fight the dark side, and he finds Poe.
That it?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. You got 1 minute and 7 seconds to spare.
Any relationships?
That's pretty good, man.
Any relationships, Bloom?
No.
Any Bloom?
It's all sadness.
Nah, but you
All
found out that
all
Lando,
sadness.
Mace Windu, and Poe are all related.
And Amidala's guard. Don't forget that guy.
Oh, Amidala's guard.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're not going to bring the prequels back into that, especially not that guy. But, all right, okay. So, Andrew, bring us home. The last show of the year, let us hear some crazy fan theories from Mr. Andrew Small. You all ready, man?
All right, you hear me here?
I can hear you.
Here we go. In between the end of Jedi, the Empire got really good at building things, and they decided that they were going to get into the real estate business. And so what we're going to find out is that Luke actually destroyed his Jedi temple for the insurance money.
Jewish lightning.
Okay? So that's how this is going. You see where I'm going with this? Poe is actually going to destroy all of the spaceships he flies in because, unbeknownst to him, the Empire, or the New Order, is also into the shipbuilding business on Corellia. And so he's actually working for them because the more that he destroys, the more they have to make, and therefore the more money that they're getting. You following me so far?
Sort of, yeah.
All right, I'm done, actually. Seriously, I believe you. I think that Rey causes the fire because she goes crazy. I think Luke ends up killing her parents and then leaving her on Jakku. That's how we're going to find out.
What about
I
the
think
space
that
prison?
Everything I said before is going to happen. And like I said, the main thing is Leia's going to use the Force, and she's going to be like Darth Sidious with the lightning.
Okay.
That's it.
Awesome.
What about the space prison? You think that's going to happen?
No. I can already answer that for him. I don't think Space Prison's going to happen.
I hope at the end of this movie, 2 red giants fight each other.
The giants fight each other?
Yeah, Star Wars.
What was that from? I'm trying to think. It's going to kill me. I'm so focused on Star Wars right now.
That's not from anything. The red giant's a kind of star.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, whatever.
I'm really looking forward to the whole
I would have had
X-Men
red dwarfs fight each other. That looks cool.
Guardians. I like Tyler's theory of the Guardians of the Galaxy crossover. That's great.
Yeah.
It's called Infinity Wars for
That's
a reason.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it stretches to infinity.
Oh, what if one of the Jedi crystals is one of Thanos' rings?
Ooh, that's
What
a
if
good way to
the
tie it
fragments
in.
of those
Yeah,
crystals
the
is what
fragments of the
powers
glove.
lightsabers?
Yeah.
Ray has to go fight with Tony Stark and all the Avengers.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, guys, I think that's a good note to leave us on. We've had a good year, guys.
Wait, so what does Hawkeye do in this universe?
Hawkeye just does nothing like he does in
He
the
shoots
movies.
arrows in space and watches it drift off.
Infinitely.
We've had a really good year so far. We started with Resident Evil after whatever the afterlife,
Asphyxiates.
I didn't even watch that
Annihilation or whatever it was, and
I
we're
didn't
going to
even
end
watch
with.
that
I know you didn't. You didn't watch this last one either, so it comes full circle.
Okay, but I had purpose.
Okay, but guys, thank you so much. We've had a fantastic year. We got a cool year coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to be gone, and then the week after that break, we're going to come back and talk about our favorite movies of 2017, our top 5. So I'm going to do some research. That's definitely not it. We also talk about the 5 worst. But guys, thank you so much for an awesome year. Please keep tuned in. Quick Flicks is tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be reviewing The Disaster Artist. So please stay tuned for that. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you. We all love you. Thank you guys so much, Hunter and Chris, the new additions to Big Bang Cinema. Might as well just call you hosts now because, I mean, imagine you're just hosts.
Y'all say more than I do. So
You say plenty. What are you talking about? But guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next year. I'm Isaac Anderson.
I'm Smith Hand Jackson.
Stay lovely.
All right.